There's a particular feeling that I think every business owner knows, and it usually hits somewhere around the middle of the month. You open your books, or honestly, you don't even open them, and you just kind of know, and the pipeline's quiet. And there's nothing coming in, right? And that cold little drop shows up in your stomach. The one that goes, is it over? Did I do something wrong? Is this the month that all finally falls apart? I've had that feeling more times than I would ever like to admit. And for a long time, I treated slow months like weather, like they just happened to me. And all I could do was ride them out and hope the next one was better. And then I started tracking something, and it completely changed how I saw them because it turns out a slow month is almost never actually a surprise. It's a message, and it's telling you about something that happened 60, 90, even 120 days ago. So let me show you the system I use now to see slow months coming and honestly to stop most of them from happening at all. So here's the thing I got wrong for years. I thought revenue was about this month. Like the money that comes in July is about what I did in July. And that's just not how it works, especially in a service business. The work you're getting paid for right now, you probably had the conversation that started it weeks or months ago, which means the quiet month you're panicking about right now. It's not about right now. It's an echo from a while back where you stopped planting, where you got busy with the client work, which is the good problem. It's the fun problem. And you quietly stopped doing the things that fill the pipeline. And at Creative Cabana, this was me on loop for probably 2 years or more. I'd land a few good projects, put my head down, and get me and my team doing the work. And while I was head down, I'd completely stop marketing. I would stop reaching out, stop nurturing the leads I had. Then the projects would just wrap, and I would look up, and the cupboard was bare. So I'd panic and I'd scramble and eventually fill it back up right in time to get busy again and then stop again. This is called feast or famine, right? And we've heard it before. It is something you've probably felt before. So the shift is to stop watching the number that tells you about the past and start watching the number that tells you about the future. Revenue is a lagging indicator. By the time it's low, the cause already happened, potentially 6 months ago. You can't fix a slow July in July. What you want to watch instead is the leading indicator. And for most of us, that's just how many real conversations are you having with potential clients now? Not vague awareness, actual conversations. People who could genuinely hire you that you're actively talking to now. Because that number that's happening this month is basically what your revenue looks like in months to come. It's the earliest signal you've got. And when you start watching that instead of the bank balance, the whole game changes because now you can see the slow month coming while there's still time to actually do something about it. You can you can implement changes today, and in 3 months when it is slower, you're going to be okay. You won't mentally be so stressed. You see, the feast famine cycle, it's not only financially stressful. It actually makes you a worse business owner. When you're in a famine scramble, you take clients you shouldn't. You discount when you shouldn't. And you say yes to the wrong fit project because you're scared. And then you spend the next 3 months resenting it. We've all done it and it's okay. But almost every bad decision I've made in this business, I made from a place of scarcity, a place of panic, a place of stress. So the system doesn't just smooth out the money, it gives you the thing that actually lets you make good decisions, which is a little bit of breathing room. When you can see that the pipeline's healthy 2 months out, you can say no, you can hold your price, you can wait for the right client, and that is the calm. And it's worth it because then you choose well. It's worth so much more than the revenue itself. And I'll just say this, if you're stuck in that cycle right now and you can't quite see your way out of it, that's exactly what I help people do at By Austin Consulting. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. And I would love to walk with you through this. so that you have someone in your corner, so that you have someone who understands but can also help you roadmap and game plan a better strategy here. But here's a little strategy and tip now on how you can set up what I'm talking about. And it's simple. Keep it simple. First, define your number one leading number. For most service businesses, it's active conversations, the count of real potential clients you're in dialogue with right now. Just pick the number that for your business reliably comes before money. Second, give it a floor. Look back at a good stretch and a bad stretch and figure out roughly how many conversations you need in the pipe to feel safe. That's your line. Below it, you're heading for a slow month, whether it feels like it yet or not. And third, and this is the one that actually breaks the cycle, you protect the planting even when you're busy. This is the hard part, honestly. Like when the client work is flowing and you feel great, that is precisely the moment you have to keep reaching out. Keep marketing, keep the conversation going. Not because you need the work today, because future you does. The busy months are exactly when you're tempted to stop. And stopping is the thing that causes the famine 90 days later. And fourth here, check it weekly. Just a glance at the number once a week. Are we above the line or are we below it? That's it. Don't let it freak you out. Don't let it scare you. Just allow it to be an indicator for you in an early warning system. Because the reality is, slow months don't really come out of nowhere. They come from a version of us a couple months back who got busy and comfortable and stopped tending the thing that feeds the business. And once you can see that, once you're watching the leading number instead of just waiting on the lagging one, the panic starts to lift. Not because slow months become impossible, but because they stop being a surprise. You see them coming and you get to do something about them before they happen. So this week, I want you to figure out your one number, find your floor, and keep planting seeds, even when you don't feel like you need to. And just remember to enjoy the journey, my friend. I'll see you in the next one.